Have you ever encountered someone who seemed to harbor hidden envy or engaged in deceitful behavior? Recognizing such traits in others is crucial for protecting oneself from potential harm and maintaining a healthy spiritual and social environment. In Islam, guidance on dealing with envy and falsehood can be found in both the Quran and Hadiths, which offer profound insights into human behavior and ethics. Today we will explore 7 Islamic life lessons that help identify and address envy and falsehood, empowering you to lead a life surrounded by sincerity and trust. If you've ever felt uneasy about someone's intentions or noticed inconsistencies in their words and actions, this video is for you. We'll delve into the teachings of Islam that not only help you discern these negative traits in others but also guide you on how to respond appropriately. Remember, if you find these insights helpful, please support our channel by subscribing and hitting the like button. It helps us a lot and cost you nothing. Let's uncover the wisdom of Islam on recognizing and protecting ourselves from envy and falsehood. Now, let's explore these 7 lessons. Lesson 1. Recognize the signs of envy. Have you ever noticed someone being overly critical of your achievements or observed a subtle change in a friend or colleague's behavior when you shared good news? These reactions may signal envy, a destructive emotion that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned could consume good deeds like fire consumes wood. Envy often lurks beneath the surface, manifesting through both subtle and overt signs. One primary indicator of envy is undue criticism. This can take the form of negative comments or disproportionate critiques aimed at belittling your successes or exaggerating your mistakes. Ask yourself, are the criticisms I receive constructive and balanced, or do they seem driven by other motives? Understanding the nature and intent behind the criticism can help you discern if it stems from envy. Another sign is the expression of joy at others' misfortunes and discomfort or irritation at their successes. Have you noticed someone who seems unusually pleased when things go wrong for others, or visibly uncomfortable when discussing someone else's achievements? These reactions are telling signs that envy might be influencing their behavior. Additionally, those who harbor envy might engage in gossip or backbiting to undermine others whom they see as rivals. They might spread false rumors or highlight others' shortcomings to diminish their reputation and elevate their own standing. By comparison, the Quran provides clear guidance on dealing with envy through the recitation of Surah Al-Allah, which seeks protection from the evil of the envious when they envy. As Muslims, we are taught to seek refuge with Allah from the harms of envy, both experiencing it ourselves and being the target of it. To protect yourself from envy, it is recommended to strengthen your relationship with Allah and regularly recite Surah Al-Alaq and Surah Anas. These chapters serve as a shield, protecting the believer from external harms, including ill intentions and negative energies directed towards them. Additionally, maintaining a humble demeanor about your successes and blessings is wise. While it's important to celebrate achievements, doing so with humility can mitigate feelings of envy from others. Sharing your successes in a way that attributes them to the grace and blessings of Allah can also remind others and yourself that all good things come from Him, reducing feelings of rivalry and competition. Engaging in regular self-reflection and making dua for personal protection against envy helps cultivate a heart that relies on Allah's protection and guidance. By acknowledging the signs of envy and understanding how to safeguard against it, you enhance your spiritual resilience and foster healthier, more sincere relationships within your community. Lesson 2. Recognize false speech. Have you ever been misled by someone's words or found that their promises were not followed by actions in daily interactions? Encountering false speech can lead to confusion, broken trust, and damaged relationships. Islam teaches the importance of truthfulness, and warns against the harms of falsehood. This lesson explores how to recognize false speech and protect yourself from its negative impact. One clear sign of false speech is inconsistency. When someone's stories frequently change or details don't add up, it might indicate they are not being truthful. Reflect on conversations where the facts seem to shift. Does this person's account remain consistent over time, or does it evolve with each telling? Inconsistency is often a red flag pointing to deception. Another aspect to watch for is the promise of grand results with little effort, which can often be too good to be true. False speech can be enticing as it plays on desires for easy success or fast rewards. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, cautioned against those who speak with excessive flattery or unrealistic outcomes, as true success comes from sincere effort in the blessings of Allah. The Quran emphasizes the importance of verifying information before accepting it as true. Allah instructs the believers in Surah Al-Hujurat, O believers, if an evildoer brings you any news, verify it so you do not harm people unknowingly, becoming regretful for what you have done. This guidance is crucial in preventing the spread of falsehood and maintaining integrity within the community. To protect yourself from false speech, practice the habit of verification. Double-check facts, especially when decisions or relationships might be affected by the information. This is particularly important in the age of social media, where rumors and unverified news can spread rapidly. Additionally, cultivate relationships with those known for their honesty and integrity. Surrounding yourself with trustworthy individuals can significantly reduce your exposure to false speech. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described a good friend as someone who helps you remember Allah, accompanies you to beneficial activities, and assists you in your time of need. Invoke Allah for protection and discernment. Regular prayer and supplication for guidance can help you develop an intuition for discerning truth from falsehood. Making dua for clarity and protection from deception strengthens your reliance on Allah and enhances your ability to navigate complex social interactions. Reflect on the consequences of false speech on society. Discussing the impacts of lies and deceit can foster a communal understanding of their harms and encourage a collective commitment to truthfulness. This communal approach not only helps individuals but also strengthens the moral fabric of the entire community. By recognizing and taking steps to protect against false speech, you uphold Islamic values of truthfulness and contribute to a more honest and trustworthy community. This commitment to integrity enriches your personal relationships and builds a foundation of trust that enhances all aspects of life. Lesson 3. Observe consistency in behavior. Have you ever noticed someone's actions not aligning with their words, or observed drastic changes in behavior based on the situation or the people involved? Islam teaches the importance of consistent in behavior as a sign of integrity and faithfulness. This lesson explores how observing consistency in someone's behavior can help you recognize genuine characters and avoid those who may harbor envy or deceit. Consistency is key in establishing trust. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized that believers whose actions and words are in harmony are those who are truly guided. When evaluating relationships or assessing new acquaintances, consider, do this person's actions match their words? Over time, are their ethical standards maintained regardless of the situation? One Islamic principle that highlights the importance of consistent behavior comes from the hadith: the most beloved of deeds to Allah are those that are most consistent, even if it is small. Consistency in doing good and adhering to one's principles, especially when no one is watching, is a strong indicator of a person's true character. To protect yourself from those who might not be genuine. Watch for patterns of behavior that change dramatically depending on the audience or context. This could manifest as someone being exceptionally charming or agreeable in public while being dismissive or harsh in private. Such discrepancies often point to a person managing impressions rather than embodying true virtues. Consistency and adherence to Islamic practices and teachings can also be a good measure of someone's sincerity. Observe if their commitment to prayer, honesty, and community obligations fluctuates or remains steady through different phases of life. While everyone may struggle or have ups and downs, a pattern of convenient religiosity can sometimes indicate deeper inconsistencies. Reflect on your own behavior in this context. Strive for consistency in your actions and interactions. Being steady and reliable not only enhances your character in the eyes of Allah but also sets a standard in your relationships. Engage in discussions about the value of consistency at home, in mosques, and in the community, teaching young Muslims the importance of consistent behavior in small matters prepares them for handling bigger responsibilities with integrity. As they grow, make dua for steadfastness in your faith and conduct regularly. Seeking Allah's guidance to remain consistent in your behavior helps strengthen your resolve and serves as a safeguard against hypocrisy. Celebrate and recognize consistency in others. When you see someone demonstrating consistent, positive behavior, acknowledge it. This not only reinforces those behaviors but also encourages a culture of sincerity and authenticity within your community. By valuing and observing consistency in behavior, you follow Islamic teachings that foster trustworthiness and integrity, essential traits for healthy relationships and a faithful community. This vigilance helps you build meaningful connections based on true character and shared values. Lesson 4. Reflect on their relationships with others. Have you ever observed how someone treats different people in various circumstances? Islamic teachings emphasize that one's character can often be judged by how they treat others, especially those from whom they have little to gain. This lesson encourages you to reflect on the consistency and kindness in someone's interactions across different relationships as a measure of their sincerity and integrity. Start by observing how individuals treat those in positions of less power or those who can offer them nothing in return. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best of you are those who are best to their families, and I am the best to my family." Treatment of family members, subordinates at work, or service staff can be very telling about a person's true character. Consider their behavior in different social settings and groups. Does the person show the same level of respect and kindness to friends, colleagues, and strangers alike, or do you notice a stark difference in how they treat people based on their perceived social status or benefit they can provide? Inconsistencies here can indicate superficiality and opportunism, traits often linked to envy and deceit. Look at how they talk about others in their absence. The Quran warns against backbiting and slander, which are considered major sins. If someone frequently speaks ill of others behind their backs, it may reflect their propensity for envy and falsehood. Reflect on Surah Hud, where Allah instructs, "And spy not, neither backbite one another." Observe how this person reacts to the good news or success of others. Do they show genuine happiness and encouragement, or is their support lukewarm or even tinged with subtle negativity? Genuine well-wishing is a sign of a secure and sincere individual, whereas envy may manifest his indifference or fake congratulations. To further understand the dynamics of someone's relationships, look at the longevity and depth of their friendships and partnerships. Relationships that have stood the test of time and are marked by mutual respect and support indicate consistency and trustworthiness. Reflect on your own interactions and strive to treat everyone with kindness and respect. regardless of their status or what they can offer you. This not only aligns with Islamic teachings but also sets an example for others. Discuss the importance of treating everyone with respect and dignity. With family and friends, emphasize that our actions towards others should reflect our faith and values, fostering a community where sincerity and integrity are the norms. Seek Allah's guidance in building and maintaining sincere relationships. Regularly make dua for the strength to treat others justly and for protection from those who harbor ill intentions. By reflecting on how someone treats others, you gain valuable insights into their character. This approach helps you surround yourself with sincere and trustworthy individuals, fostering a supportive and harmonious community in line with Islamic principles. Lesson 5. Seek guidance from the Quran and Sunnah. Ever pondered how to truly discern the character of those around you or navigate complex social interactions wisely? The Quran and Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, offer profound insights into understanding human behavior and cultivating righteous relationships. This lesson underscores the importance of turning to Islamic teachings as a compass for identifying envy and falsehood and for nurturing relationships that please Allah. Start by regularly studying the Quran and Hadiths, rich with guidance on handling people of diverse temperaments and intentions. For instance, the Quran advises believers, "O you who have believed, avoid much negative assumption. Indeed, some assumption is sin, and do not spy or backbite each other." This verse warns against BS suspicions and gossip, which can originate from or lead to envy and falsehood. Reflect on the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, interactions with others marked by impeccable character, fairness, and kindness, even in the face of envy and deceit. The Sunnah provides practical guidance on maintaining integrity and dealing with conflicts and misunderstandings. Implement these teachings in your daily life when confronted with behavior possibly driven by envy or deceit. Recall relevant verses or hadiths. For example, in dealing with envy, the Prophet recommended seeking refuge in Allah and reciting surahs alak. In honest, engage with scholars and community members to deepen your understanding of Islamic perspectives on human behavior. Attend study circles, lectures, or workshops on Islamic ethics to better apply these principles through reflection. In prayer, seek wisdom. Regular istara prayer can be invaluable in making decisions about relationships that may be affected by envy or deceit. Share your insights with family and friends to strengthen understanding and build a community that upholds Islamic teachings and social interactions. By seeking guidance from the Quran and Sunnah, we equip ourselves to discern the truth about others and foster relationships based on sincerity and respect. This adherence not only shields us from harm but also enriches our social and spiritual lives, aligning them with the path that pleases Allah. Lesson 6. Maintain good company. Ever considered how the company you keep influences your thoughts, actions, and character? Islam emphasizes surrounding oneself with righteous individuals. This lesson highlights the prophetic wisdom that one's faith reflects that of their closest friends, underscoring companions' profound impact on spiritual and moral well-being. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, a man follows the religion of his friend, so each one should consider whom he makes his friend. Evaluate your circle. Do they uplift you, encourage good deeds, and remind you of Allah? Reflect on qualities like truthfulness, patience, humility, and charity described in the Quran. Participate actively in community activities to connect with like-minded individuals striving to live by Islamic principles. Mosques, Islamic centers, and volunteer groups provide opportunities to build such connections. Seek mentorship from knowledgeable and pious individuals who can offer guidance and spiritual support akin to how the Companions of the Prophet benefited from his company. Beware of friendships based solely on worldly benefits which may compromise values. True Islamic companionship encourages mutual encouragement towards righteousness. Strive to positively influence others by embodying traits of a good companion. You not only enhance your character but also contribute to others' spiritual growth. Pray for Allah to surround you with righteous companions, shielding you from negative influences and enriching your spiritual journey. Maintaining good company safeguards against negative influences and enhances spiritual growth. Fostering an environment where faith thrives. Lesson 7. Make dua for protection. Ever felt overwhelmed by others' negativity or sensed envy and malicious intentions in Islam? Seeking Allah's protection through dua is crucial. This lesson emphasizes consistently seeking Allah's help and guarding against harm caused by envy and deceit. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sought refuge in Allah from various harms, teaching specific duas against envy. For example, I seek refuge in the perfect words of Allah from the evil of what He has created. Recited thrice daily. Surahs Alaq and Anas also offer protection against envy and malice. Incorporate these duas into your daily routine, especially during vulnerable times like mornings, evenings, and before challenging situations. Regular recitation strengthens resilience against envious or deceitful individuals. Pray for discernment in understanding people's intentions, using duas like, "Oh Allah, show me things as they truly are," to navigate social dynamics and protect yourself. Encourage others to pray for protection, fostering collective spiritual support and security within your family and community. Engage in Quranic recitation and reflection for spiritual protection and guidance. Dua cultivates peace and trust in Allah, strengthening resilience against negative influences. By making dua, you deepen your spiritual connection with Allah, seeking protection from envy and deceit. In concluding our exploration of 7 Islamic lessons on recognizing and protecting against envy and falsehood, we recognize Islam's profound wisdom in managing human interactions. Applying these lessons enhances character, resilience, and spiritual awareness. Promoting positive relationships. Apply these teachings with patience, vigilance, and reliance on Allah. Regularly revisit these insights, assessing interactions through Islamic principles and adjusting behavior accordingly. If you found these insights valuable, support our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing your thoughts. Engage in discussions about living Islam. Authentic ally. Thank you for joining this exploration. Strive for personal growth and community well-being, guided by Islam's wisdom and Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, example. Here's to a spiritually fulfilling life, protected and enriched by Allah's guidance.